G'day guys, Duckville here. We're going to have a look at Game 2 between Team HATEPLOW and Team Immunity from the SC Oceania 2v2 tournament. And this is going to be on Monolith Ridge, which is an interesting 2v2 map because generally I've seen it's either very, very quick games or very, very long games. I have no idea why this happens, but anyway, we've got Team Immunity over here on the left side of the map. We've got imHerbz here up in the top left position, and Glade is playing as Protoss here. I think he ran him then. And they are going to be up against Starhunter down here, the Zerg in the bottom right, and Blind. So the game is actually up 1-0 for Team Immunity. They did some really nice harass, some worker harass, and like a really early pressure attack with some Banelings and Reapers. So Team HATEPLOW is really going to need to step up here and actually get something going. So what we're going to see is probably, I would think, as I said, generally they're pretty quick or pretty long on this map. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. imHerbz has no spawning pool just yet. He is actually grabbing the extractor on 13. Sorry, I totally forgot what it was called there. I rarely play Zerg. Blind is doing a generic sort of thing. Starhunter's got his pool up, and Glade actually has a gateway almost done. So it doesn't look as if there's anything too fancy or cheesy at the moment. Interesting that imHerbz still doesn't have his spawning pool just yet. What is he doing? But he's probably going to grab it in a second, I would hope. Yep, there we go. He's going to grab it now. So generally, with this particular map, given that there are these sort of edges around the mineral lines, this can be pretty good for Reapers against the against one of the positions. You can't really Reaper too much against the corner positions for each. So each of these Zerg players should be reasonably well protected in that regard. So the Terran and the Protoss players are going to have to keep an eye out for that. Got some scouting going on here. Blind checking out what's happening in imHerbz base. imHerbz going to have a lot of gas early, so we're probably going to see just either some quick tech or perhaps some roaches, but we'll have to see what happens there. Blind's grabbing his orbital command, going to get that up pretty quickly so he can get some economy pumping, and it looks as if Starhunter's going to get some Zerglings out to see what's happening around the map. Glade's, he's actually chronoing out a Stalker, didn't actually get a Zealot at all, so we're going to see, you'd think there's going to be some pretty heavy Stalker play here from Glade, considering he doesn't really have the extra Zealots, and it looks as if this Stalker's actually going to get hit up by these Zerglings. They're going to try and catch up, but obviously they're not going to be able to catch because Stalkers are really quick units, as many Protoss players find out when they sort of send their armies to attack something, and the Stalkers engage quite early compared to the other units. These Zerglings are going to get surrounded here. The units from imHerbz have come across. He's got a couple of Zerglings on the map, and it looks as if Blind has some Marines as well. So little engagement going on here in the side of the map here. Little fight going down. The Marines are going to take out all of the Zerglings from imHerbz, and it looks as if Glade's doing some nice micro here with the Stalkers. He took out all of the Zerglings of Starhunter, and it looks as if he's going to try and keep pressuring. We've still got a few Marines here, which can probably take out all of these Zerglings, and you would think if they can get some position, they can actually take out the Stalkers too. Nice micro by Glade. He actually takes out the Banelings that were popping up there, and he keeps those in check. Glade's now on 3 gates. I would think he's probably going to grab another one, and probably we've got some Warp Gate on the way. Yeah, Warp Gate's almost done, and we have Banelings on the way from imHerbz as well. So we've got some really pretty much what happens in a lot of 2v2s is this, where you've got just a lot of the low tier units, and you pretty much just have a lot of fights with that. So Starhunter's essentially doing the exact same thing as imHerbz. Got some nice position on the Banelings there. He actually kept them behind the tree line here, but Glade actually saw that coming, so I think he actually knew that they were there, and it looks as if Glade's going to try and back up into his base here. Blind's going to try and push in. He's got a lot of Marines, and they do a lot of damage, and looks as if Glade's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to have to be really careful, but the Banelings come in and just take out every single Marine there. All of the Marines go down, and looks as if Glade is actually going to build up his forces again and try and get back into this fight. And it looks as if HATEPLOW has come across as well. He's got some Banelings here, and he's got a few Zerglings, and they've gone to work on all of the Marines here. And it looks as if we have one Marauder's going to get stuck outside along with a Marine, and we've got a lot of units here from Glade coming across to take out the supply depot, but some Zerglings come across to try and reinforce and help out the teammate. And it looks as if we've pretty much got a Zergling Stalker and a Zergling Marine Marauder fight going on, because yeah, there's not too much other tech happening in any of the bases. And it looks as if Starhunter's he's gonna stick with the mass Zergling sort of play here. And it looks as if Glade is going to try and push in. He's going to stick with the Stalkers. He's moving in, trying to target out some of these Marauders and take them down, but the wall there is going to really help blind defend that. So he's going to have to try a different way. I would suspect we're going to see some more Banelings from HATEPLOW. And it looks as if the Zerglings are going to come in here and try and just distract all the Marines and take all the fire while the Stalkers walk up the ramp. They are in. The Stalkers are in. This is really problematic for Blind now. He has really no way to push back against all of this, given that he has no other forces to try and help out. Starhunter comes across with some Zerglings and tries to take out what he can, but there are just too many Stalkers, and as we know, the Stalkers do a lot of damage. A Baneling comes in and gets a nice hit in the middle of the Stalker group, but there are just so many Stalkers coming in, and there are even more Zerglings streaming in from HATEPLOW. Starhunter's going to have to try and do something to help out the teammate here, but it looks as if he just has no way to get in there and stop. But we get a well played and a GG from Team HATEPLOW. Team Immunity comes out with the victory here at the SC Oceania 2v2 tournament. Some great games there from these two teams, and some great play overall during the whole tournament. So the replay pack for the entire tournament is actually available on the scoceania.com forums. Jump on there if you want, and you can grab those and have a look yourself. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Cheers.